What's up, everyone? Today we're going to go over hip internal rotation. This is called the hip sleeper stretch. If you struggle to get into this position, if this position is too hard, if you're cramping right away, then I recommend starting out in this position first. To start out, make sure you have a nice right angle in your knee, so make sure the knee is not too straight or bent too much, a nice 90-degree angle. From there, what we're going to do is we're going to take our hand and we're going to apply a little bit of pressure to drive our hip into internal rotation. Now, when I do this, I want to make sure that I'm not rolling all the way over, having my hip come off of the mat. So make sure your glutes and hips are on the mat the whole time, and then I'm going to go into internal rotation while keeping my butt down. This is my end range of motion right here, so I'm going to hang out here for 1 to 2 minutes and do some deep breathing. During the deep breathing, you're really trying to relax the body and trying to increase range of motion during this passive stretch. So this whole time I'm applying light pressure with my hand into my knee or into the quad to increase that internal rotation. After the 1 to 2 minutes are up, you're going to start to irradiate tension in your abs. Irradiation just means contracting your abdominals, contracting your shoulder, your biceps, basically contracting all the muscle groups, which by contracting all the muscle groups, what it does, it actually allows you to gain a greater range of motion. So I'm going to irradiate my abs, irradiate my shoulders, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something called the PAIL contraction. The PAIL contraction is the progressive angular isometric loading, and that is going to be me driving out into external rotation. But since it's isometric, I'm going to apply pressure with my hand, and I'm not going to allow this to move, but I'm still driving my hip outward. So I'm trying to go into external rotation here. So with the PAIL contraction, I'm going to start at 0% and work my way up to 100% over the course of that 20 seconds. Once I hit max capacity, you have two options. You can either hold it for another 20 seconds at max capacity, or you can then go into something called the rail contraction. So today, right when we get to 100%, we're going to stay there for a little bit, and now we're going to do the rail contraction. The rail contraction is the regressive angular isometric loading, and the rail contraction means you're going to take it deeper into internal rotation. So now I'm going to pull away from my hand and sink deeper into that stretch. Same thing, increase tension little by little, 0 to 100. Right when you get to that 100%, you can either stop there or you can keep going and hold it. Once you're done with the rail contraction, I'm going to take my hand now and apply a passive stretch, let go of tension, and deep breathe now, relax. That's round 1. So now I'm using this as a breather, as a break to get ready for round 2. Round 2, PAIL contraction pushing out, rail contraction pulling in, passive stretch, new range of motion. All these contractions I recommend about 20 seconds. So the first part is 1 to 2 minutes, and then PAIL contraction for 20, rail contraction for 20, passive stretch for 20. Do that 2 times. And that's really going to help out with your internal rotation and keep your hips nice and healthy. So you can keep moving and keep having fun.